Hey guys, I'm going to be playing some Hearthstone here today for you. I just thought it'd be kind of interesting to do a lower paced game where I wouldn't have to worry too much about the frame rate and just be able to interact a little more with you guys as I kind of went over what I did in the game. For those of you who don't know, this is Gulith. I don't have very many videos of me talking in it. You can find occasionally one or two by Jay and Jiffy that have me speaking. So this will be the first real one that is just me by myself doing something. As you can see, I got a really bad mulligan there. I switched to cards that were a bit too high and got cards that were even higher. So hopefully this rogue is not going to have too much of a push deck, even though it probably will. For turn 2, I'm planning on using my Wild Growth to get the extra mana crystal. It's going to be a good way to increase the speed that I get up to stuff like Alexstrasza. As you can see, I'm level 20. Not the best, but at least I can get to level 20 fairly easily. If anybody wants to play with me, I'll link my whatever the battle tag is below. So turn 3, actually, I can play this 4 cost. That's why I like Wild Growth. It allows me to get some defense on the field before they can really react to it. Yeah, so how are you guys doing? I'm doing alright. 2-year anniversary with my relationship. If you want to leave anything about how you're doing, how you're feeling, what's going on in your life, just put it in the comments below, and I plan on reading every one of them. Just a good way to connect with the followers a little bit. So I've got my card draw, and I've got a charge. So that's a good combination because I can kind of make up for the fact that I'm playing 2 cards in a round to keep me somewhat even to the rogue's massive draw power. The stealth on this Panther, if you don't know, means I can't target it with anything, spells or attacks. It can just wait until it wants to attack, and I can't really do anything about it. So that right there is going to be an assassinate, probably. My knowledge of cards is enough to kind of guess that kind of thing. Right, and see, now that it's attacked, it's not stealthed anymore. And you've got your 4-2 with the stealth gone. So I'm just going to use my Starfire, a bit of a waste, but it is going to get me that draw power for the Druid of the Claw. And the charge is a very nice thing. I'll be able to combo that with my Novice Engineer for the draw power next turn. And so his damage to me right there, it's not that threatening, but he's getting some minions out that would need to be controlled at some point. So just get a charge minion and that, and then do some damage. Alright, so this is going to be a really good combination, like it's going to be a really good card for next turn, because I can use it to suck up the damage, and then the following turn I can use something like Soul of the Forest, which will mean like when anything dies, the death rattle means when anything dies, it has a certain effect. So that'll be a good card to like keep getting some minions out on the field even when my creatures are dying. If you're watching this video, I actually can assume that you found Project Genesis through some way, shape, or form. And I personally want to talk about it a little bit because I have different goals for myself through Project Genesis than maybe some of the other guys. For me, I mean, I don't think I'd ever really get to a point where I could have a very big YouTube base without having something like this to get me started. So I really have somewhat high hopes that if I can get my channel started through here, I'll be able to start posting videos both on here and my home channel and have them getting some views. I'd be posting on my home channel for videos that I'd be talking less, like Dota or League of Legends, stuff that's like high focus and less commentary, even if I'd still try and interact with you guys some. For here, I know that with Jay and Jiffy, he has it sponsored by RGS Defense, and even though I personally have nothing wrong with the business, I'd rather try and work out my own sponsorships at some point and try and get through my own companies. So that's just my thoughts on the matter of the channel. If you have anything specific you want me to post, I could give it a shot. I mean, I don't necessarily have every game out there, but I've got a little extra money that I could try and get stuff. So if there's anything that you'd like to see me personally play, just if you think my style of like slow analytical thinking would be good for it, or if you'd just like to see me just kind of struggle through something that you don't think I'd be good at, hear my kind of, I guess it'd be a mellow tone of voice, kind of get a little bit frustrated, might be entertaining for you. Whatever you think, just ideas would be appreciated. I don't have a professional setup right now at all, so my voice probably doesn't sound the best, but I'm hoping that you can get past that for a newer YouTuber and just give me a chance. So just another little overview of what's going on in the field. I've got two of these, so I'm not going to be able to play them both right away, but it does put some pressure on the rogue to take them out as quick as they can, because next turn they're going to lose the game if they don't have some way of taking out the Iron Bark Protector. And I can just continuously put up stuff that they're going to have to kill, and it's going to really drain them of cards, and so I'm hoping that's going to lead me to a victory. The rogue might have something in its back pocket that I'm not foreseeing, and just be able to counter it with like an assassinate or a sap, and then like put me back to square one and keep dealing some damage, because it's going to do 8 damage this turn, assuming it has nothing extra to play. That's going to be really detrimental to my plans, actually, because that's going to really hurt me. The best thing I could draw right now, best possible thing, would be something that has charge or a stronger card for mine. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to have to put this back out, armor up, attack. Hopefully they can't get past it, but you never know. I might die this turn. They might die 2 turns from now. It's easy to change the tide in Hearthstone. Like that. If you've never heard of the game, and this is all really confusing to you, basically what this game is it is a simple CCG, which stands for collectible card game. Every turn, or I'll start with something easier than that. So in collectible card games, each player has a deck of cards that is representing their kind of army, and so each turn you draw a card and it'll give you a spell or a creature, and see, I just won the game with Bite, to play. And so what these spells or creatures do is they cost mana, and they have attack and defense, or attack and health ratings. As you go up in turns, you get more mana crystals to play, and so each turn you can play more powerful cards and more powerful like creatures and spells from these cards. The goal of the game is to reduce your opponent from 30 health to 0, and the mana options give a lot of interesting combos. I probably should have explained this at the beginning of the video, but like I said, first video talking, and that'll be it for now. Thanks, guys.